Hey, you! You're finally awake.
Tidy as best she can. Book smart. You have to imagine that the fresh face in the kitchen is Janie. Tabitha did mention that she comes in on Wednesdays to clean. Hi, you must be Janie. Tabitha mentioned you'd be coming in today. That's right. I'm just here to do a little bit of cleaning. Well, cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. I hope so. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. She's like guarding this house. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Kuda. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped to the diner. Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. It's thanks. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you. And I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company with everything that's... Janie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Yeah. We having ice cream for breakfast. Hey, cuz, how's it hanging? I'm not gonna just stare in silence. A little girl from last night. Apparently they had to take her foot. Dang! Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. How long have you been munching on that ice cream, Tabitha? Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible has wound up happening. So you're coming with me. Okay. Hold on. You can't just tell me Rosalie lost her foot and move on like nothing happened. Take her foot? Bella, you're not mincing words. Me outside. Yay, cousin bonding time. I haven't had breakfast. You can't just take away my freedom like that. I don't need a babysitter, Tabitha. Yes, you do. You and Stella both do, honestly. Janie, lock up when you leave, please. Don't go rearranging anything. Oh no. Are you ready to leave? As you ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Kuda, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now. Then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. In the mine? Or the demons? I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Thank you, Janie. Couldn't have helped happen to nicer people. Woo! I mean, you should get out of town. Oh, forgot Tabitha's right here. Is anywhere really safe, though? Besides, it's unbecoming for a man of God to pack his things and leave as soon as things start to go south. You remember Sodom and Gomorrah? Remember how God told... I don't even know his name. God told that dude to leave Sodom and Gomorrah? Sodom or whatever. Told to leave that place. And then then the dude asked God, would you spare this place for the 40? And then God said, yes, I would spare it for the 40 righteous men or people. Then he said, would you spare him for the 30, then the 20 righteous people? Then God said, yes, I would spare it for the... Then he went down to 10. He said, would you spare it for the 10 righteous people? Then God said, yes, I would spare it for the 10 righteous people. Then he skedaddled. He got out of there. He left. Skedaddled. So don't talk to me about no... You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like... I'm not just going to stay here and get slapped with some calamity, if I can help it, and tell others. My husband's the pastor, and he's been going absolutely stir crazy since we've moved here. But with nobody's really attending sermons. If you're really worried about the town, maybe you could talk to him. It might do the both of us some good. I'm not Christian, but thank you for the offer. I'd rather not. With everything that's been going on lately, having a priest on the speed dial seems handy. It's definitely spiritual. You gonna roll your eyes, Tabitha? What are you gonna do, Tabitha? What are you gonna do, Tabitha? thought so. Having a pastor on speed dial is always handy. Debatable. Tabitha is just I love Tabitha. I love Tabitha. But she makes it hard to like her. Debatable. And my Daniel is a wonderfully talented pastor. Also debatable. So you've been, Tabitha? Enough dawdling. We're leaving. She's like a mafia boss. The way she talks to people. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate into her car. And into her car. Tabitha! Man, I love Yakuza. Just saying mafia boss reminded me of Yakuza. Remember when, Nishiki was gonna shoot Kiryu, but couldn't pull the trigger? Or something like that. Like, he wasn't gonna shoot him at all. Something like that. Really emotional scene. Crazy emotional. From Yakuza 0. I was not expecting that from the Yakuza series. I didn't even know melodramatic um, shows were like that. I didn't know the melodrama genre was like that. But apparently we're going to town. Let's continue. The ride to town is uneventful. Your cousin, unsurprisingly, more focused on the ride to town is uneventful. Your cousin's unsurprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation. We all make grammatical errors. All right, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. Bro, are we on a timer? I can't talk to Tabitha about this. I've been trying. After everything that happened in the past 2 days, it's nice to just go on an errand. What are we doing here? She's just gonna say, we're looking for food. Baka! You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting them get away with stuff you never would have let me so much to think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Dang. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh, other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. You're such a hater, Tabitha. People can't have their own drama in life. Such a hater. I'm getting kind of sick of Tabitha, I won't even lie. Her mouth is just running always. True strength is not being afraid to show when you're struggling. Amen to that. Being able to pick up things and put them down doesn't make you an expert on strength of character. You know what, Tabitha? You just think you know everything, don't you? You just think you know everything. Burning daylight. Come on already. Tabitha just thinks. She's smart, don't get me wrong. She's just not as emotionally intelligent as she's letting on. Like she said she was. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Kuda, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will be just a minute. What's up, Naruto? I mean, Miles. Sounds like your daughter's pretty mad at you. That is none of my business, even though Kanika is my friend. May I have some tea, please? Why are you mad at me? Oh, sure. You're feeling the weight a bit. I wasn't expecting to entertain, so I didn't put any water on. I'll go down and do that now. Never hurts to have fresh water on hand. So what are we doing? Can we get this over with first? Of course. Priorities. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow. They both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with a tinkling of bells. Try and listen in, chat with Miles. It's good, Miles. Before you finish your thought, you're halted by the tinkling of bells announcing another patron. What's up, Duke? And whoever that is. Or in this case, another 2 patrons. Well, powerful build. You've never seen this man beside Duke before. But whoever he is, he's big. This man is absolutely, it's like 6'7". Dude is massive. If it ain't Kuda. Bo, this is Miss Scarlet's cousin. He was there with Scylla that night in the woods. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. Hope you've been faring better since all that unpleasantness. How's Birdie doing? Who's Birdie? Who's Birdie? Have things gotten worse? I don't know who Birdie is. We're just gonna ask him how he's been. How have you been? Hanging in there? Oh, Birdie is that chicken?
Look at all those chickens.
Oh, I can't complain. Now that we know what's been getting at the chickens, them things won't so much step a foot in on my property. Not with Bo and me watching the perimeter with our shotguns at the ready. We even set the missus up with her pistol. Good thing we was watching. Nearly caught Julius trying to make off with Big Betty. Who's Julius? As if he could have carried off a nearly 2,000-pound pumpkin on his own. I'd almost love to see him try. It's not like we'll be taking her to the state fair anyway. All she's good for is making the world's largest pumpkin pie. I don't think Mama has a tin big enough for a Big Betty-sized pie, Daddy. That was the same voice. Who's Birdie? How's Birdie doing? Oh, she's hanging in there. Too bad there's no vet in town anymore. Not that I'm certain a vet would do her much good. We got her comfortable, at least. We got her set up in a closet with a heat lamp. Been trying to feed her all her favorite foods. Scrambled eggs and whatnot.
But you can't do this to me.
But she hasn't been too interested. At least she's not out in them woods. Who's Julius? Julius Tremaine. He practically spits the name. Some cousin, however, many times removed. Though I don't claim him as kin. He owns the farm next to ours. Except he doesn't even have a good grasp on whose property is whose. Thinks he owns half our land. Always sneaking around taking vegetables we planted.
These biscuits.
Of course, the way he tells it, we're the ones stealing from him. Saying he's the one putting seeds in the ground. He's a miserable old cuss, and he knows it too. Stealing vegetables born of other folks' hard labor is probably the only joy he has in life. Big Betty is a pumpkin? Sure he is. Probably would have taken home at least a few ribbons at the state fair this year. Maybe even a world record. We were lucky. Ah, well, my hands are more important episode. But this is gonna start this investigation, this deep investigation work. So I hope and pray you guys enjoyed our video. Hope you enjoy our channel, and hope you enjoy our community. Let's keep it rocking. Let's keep it rolling. In Jesus' name.
If one part suffers, every part suffers with it. If one part is honored, every part rejoices with it. You are the body of Christ, and each one of you is part of it.